Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to make a game in which there is a object which is trying to protect itself from the ball that is coming from the above, or you can say that from the top. If the ball touches the character, that is game over. So the concept is not that hard to understand. There is a sprite in the bottom center of the stage. Its job is to protect itself from another falling sprite, that is ball. The other sprite is ball, as you know, which falls from top one after the other continuously. We have to make a program this sprite in such a way that it looks like it is continuously falling, right? So the job of the first sprite is to protect itself from the second sprite is ball, and the first sprite is our any people you can take, or any object you can take. I'm going to take another object. First I'm going to delete it. Now I'm going to take another sprite. So in the category, I'm choosing the people. I'm choosing this which object. After that, again I'm going to new sprite option, creating I'm taking beach ball. Suppose that you can take any one of them. So that is second object. Okay, so that is your second sprite, that is your first sprite. Okay, first sprite is your witch and second sprite is your ball. Okay, now even you can change the background also. Suppose that I'm taking the blue sky. Okay, after selecting the background. Okay, now we are going to write some scripting, some programming. I'm going to click on it, script option. So now first we go to the event option, that is flag. When you click on flag, the all the written statement inside this flag will run concurrently. Okay, so now I'm going to use this command, sensing block, that is your uh, yeah key space pressed. When you press, I'm clicking on it, right arrow. When you press right arrow, what will happen, this which object will move in positive x direction, and again I am taking another key, that is left arrow. And what will happen, when you press left key from your keyboard, this object will move in negative x direction. So how to create this script? I'm going to use control block if statement. If a user press on right arrow, so this object should move in positive x direction. So for moving we have to use motion block. I'm going to choose this option, change x by 10. What is this value? 10, 2, 3, 1, any value you can put it here. It just showing the speed of the object. If you are increasing the value, the speed of the object will increase, or vice versa. Clear? Now again I'm going to take control if statement. I'm writing, if you press left arrow, so again it will move in minus x direction. So change x by minus 10. In your book it is written plus 10. You can change minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, or minus 10, but not in positive direction, because positive direction this object will move only and only when you press right arrow. Right arrow, it will move in positive direction. For left arrow, it will move in negative direction. Clear? Now join this both if statement, and these both the things will happen again and again. When you click left arrow, it will move. minus x direction, when you click on the left, when you press right arrow, the object should move in positive x direction. So you want this process will move again and again, again and again. So you have to write in forever block under the forever block option. So paste it here and put it here. Now I'm going to run. After pressing right key, right arrow from my keyboard, this object is moving in right direction. Now I'm pressing left arrow in my keyboard, it is moving in negative x direction. Clear? Now I'm going to make or write a script for beach ball. That is very important. Okay. So again, when flag is clicked, event is going, I'm going to use, that is used always on the top. Okay. This allows the user to execute the program by clicking on this green flag. When you click on green flag, this all the activity will going to start. Now I'm going to set to 180. That is why I'm going to set 180, because by default I just want that my ball have to set in 180 position, and set y to 180 makes the beach ball, this is your beach ball object, that is another sprite, go to the top after falling every time. Means no, I'm going to change the value of x, but I have to change the value of y. So change nice, you have to write set y to 180. Means what is the meaning of set y to 180? It means it makes the beach ball go to the top after falling every time. एक बार गिरने के बाद again it will move to the 180. एक बार गिरा again it will set to 180. Okay, each and every time it will fall and again it will set to 180 at the topmost area of the stage. The value of x meanwhile can be anything from the extreme left to the right. So when the ball is falling from top to bottom, it can fall in any x direction here. So I'm going to set x to, there is an option in operator random. Random means it can fall any one of the direction, any one of the position from minus 240 to 240. Okay. So what is the meaning of set x to pick random minus 240 to 40? This command shifts the value of x anywhere from minus 240 to 40, and the beach ball will fall from all points of the stage. So this ball will fall all the point of the stage. Okay. This command shift the value of x anywhere from minus 240 to 240. Clear? You will find the pick random minus 240 to 40 from the operator group. This is your operator group. Okay. Now I'm going to write change by minus 10 because your ball is falling from top to bottom. So the value of y will change. So I'm going to write change minus 10. Minus 10. Okay, this command changes the value of y by minus 10 and it is enclosed, I'm going to enclose within a for loop. In control block, I'm going to write in a control block. What is the meaning? It means the command changes the value of y minus 10 is enclosed within the for loop, which makes the beach ball will go down again and again, and change the value of y by minus 10 will make the beach ball go down again and again. Okay, something like this. I'm going to click here red flag. So this ball is going down. I'm leaving. Now again it is moving in minus x direction or minus y direction? It is going in minus y direction because it is moving from top to bottom, but it is not again going to top direction. Why? Because I have not given any condition. So you have to write any condition. It means now here we have to add a condition that the ball touches the ground, then it should again go to the top. Use the mouse pointer and find the value of y when the ball reaches at the bottom. When the ball reaches at the bottom, okay, the mouse pointer, when found that the ball is reaches at the bottom, it should again go to the top. So we have to write some condition. It is written here in the operator block. This is a comparison block. I'm going to insert y position here and writing here operator motion y position in left side, and the value here I'm putting here, suppose that minus 150. Okay, so this is a comparison block. We will insert the position y position on the left and the bottom position on the right. So that is the bottom position and that the left position of the left. So this will set the condition that if the y is less than 150, then the beach ball should again go up. Okay, so this is the condition. When the ball, this ball will reach less than minus 150, it will go again to the top. You will find this block in which group? Operator group. So you have to put again in if statement, if this condition is occurring, suppose that, okay, so what will happen? Again I'm going to set x and choose again the pick random option minus 242 240. Okay, and now I'm going to set y to 80 180. Set y to 180. Here I'm going to paste 180. Okay, so this is your program. Here you can see here the ball is falling from the top, and now you can save your object by moving in positive x direction and minus x direction. Thank you class. That's all about this session. Please do the practice of this game, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, you can ask. Okay. Thank you class.